Am I audible at the back? Great. Again, thank you so much for being here. My name is Gaurav Juneja. I'm from Google. I lead digitization. What that means is we work with customers, brands, as well as agency partners, tech partners, MarTech partners like yourself, who help the brands set up seamless omni-channel journeys. And today, what we want to do here is, bring the same learnings to you, bring the same playbook to you, so that you can help the customers, set up omni-channel journeys. Now, I'm accompanied here with Prateek, who's a colleague and part of my team, and we'll be taking you through this. Okay. Before we start, since you know us, we'd love to know you a little better. Maybe a show of hands for folks who help their customers, or if they're customers themselves, who help who sell online. Just a show of hands. All right. A show of hands from folks who are either selling themselves or helping their brands, customers sell offline. All right. Again, just a show of hands of folks, who sell in an omni-channel manner, online plus offline. So I think we've got a mix of more online, a few offline, and then again a few omni-channel. We're hoping that by the end of this session, we can give you some insights on, moving more and more customers in the omni-channel bucket. Okay, great. Next one, please. So before we think omni-channel, we want to break it down into three pieces. Number one, what is this omni-channel customer? What are they doing, as they are shopping online? Number two, as they are going about that journey of discovery to purchase, what does that journey look like, especially on Google surfaces, search, YouTube, and how that plays out, how that gets completed on your own channels. And then finally, you can know the customer, you can build the journey, but is your organization also omni-channel by mindset? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So we'll start with the omni-channel customer. Next one. Okay, as Shikhar talked about this earlier, we're going to do a little quiz. While we want to share some insights with you, let's have a little fun with it. I would request all of you to pull out your phones and open Kahoot, Kahoot.it. Can we switch to Kahoot? Great. So open that, scan this QR code, or you can enter 9390889, and it'll ask you for a name. Let's have some fun with names. Let's see how creative you can get. And there'll be a few questions. Folks who get the maximum answers right in the minimum amount of time stand to win a Google Nest. Oh, so we have some names in. Mozilla, Sensodent, Vikash, Spandan, we got the names, Digit, 46, 50, we got Jat, nice, and somebody who's a foodie, Biryani. We got OK Google, that person's likely to win. Anybody needs help? Is it easy? Let's get to 100. Getting there? Can we get to 100? Give it, I think we're topping out. But people are now pulling out the second phone. Almost there. Let's get going. We'll wait with 98. Any last check-ins?
100.
Oh, amazing. Let's go. Okay, so very simple. We'll ask you a few questions. We'll give you 4 options. Kaun baneya crorepati? Just that we're giving you a Google Nest. First question. So what percentage of consumers have an omni-channel pre-purchase journey? What do you think? Oh no, 40, 48, 63, 78, 93. Select the color, very simple. Select it correctly and select it quickly because both give you points. Oh, people are fast here. 6, 5. All right. So most of the people feel that the number is 40%, but the right answer is 93%. 93% of the customers today have an omni-channel pre-purchase journey already. You can have a website and a store. The customer is going to check out on both sides. So remember that the finger falls happen before the foot falls. So keep that in mind. Next one. SK. And Emily. All right. Let's catch up with SK. Can we show of hands for SK? Who's that? All right. How many consumers buy a product within a day of starting the research? Are the purchase cycles long, short? How's it going? Within a day of buying the, of researching. All right. So I think we've got the highest number with the right answer. 32% of the customers are buying the product on the same day. Now, if you extrapolate this to a week, we're talking 61% customers. So again, the takeaway here is that the purchase cycles are becoming shorter. Now, what that means is that the discovery to research to purchase happens quickly. Are you available at all of these touch points in the best possible manner? Because the customer is going to make up their mind. Next one. All right, Rob's winning, and I like James Bond. Next one. What percentage of consumers confirm if a product is in stock before going to the store? They can call, they can check online, on your website, on Google, wherever. But what percentage of customers confirm that? 20, 40, 60, 80? Folks, don't give up. I'm seeing only 80, 85 answers. We can get James Bond. All right. 80% of the customers, also the highest response, so we've got an intelligent audience. Thank you. 80% of the customers, 4 out of 5 customers, want to check if the product is in stock. And how do you get this information to them in the most seamless manner before they make the journey? And at the point, when they start that research. So that's important. Next one. Oh, it keeps changing. James Bond is still hanging in. Next one. What is the average year-on-year growth in near-me searches on Google? How are the near-me searches doing? Are the customers searching for products near them with a specific question near me? Oh, 90 answers already. Great. Amazing, 68%. And, but the answer is 52%. So 52%, now I know that, we're all being optimistic. We'll get there, don't worry. But 52% is the number today, which is already quite high. The customers are already looking for this online. Next one. So again, in-store, near me, that trend, again, that journey is starting online. Next one. Anil's on fire. How many searches for electronics and apparel happen in Google? Again, we picked up some big categories just for you to have a sense of what the sort of size and scale is on Google. What sort of consumer intent is visible today? 40, 30 million, 400, 300 million, 4 billion, and 3 billion, and 40 and 30 billion. What do you think is, ballpark number is? All right. Most people think 400, 300 million, but the right answer is 4 billion and 3 billion queries. These are shopping intent queries happening every year on Google. That's the amount of scale that's there. Shout out to people who said 40 and 30 billion. We'll get there. Oh, it's Harry. Harry's the new kid on the block. Next one. What percentage of retail firms provide a seamless experience across online and offline? So we've seen, people are buying, searching near me, they want to check in stock, but what percentage of businesses are doing this today? It's good to understand that. And you remember we saw that 93% customers have a omni-channel pre-purchase journey. What percentage of businesses are doing this? All right, so we have the second highest response, which is the right response, 32%. That's the gap. So 32% of the customers, or of the businesses are offering an omni-channel pre-purchase journey versus 93%. All right, can we have the leaderboard? As Anil 1, Harry is 3, Anil is second. Oh, we've got a new one. Is it? Ankit Chabra. Round of applause for Ankit. Can we have the, please come on the stage. If you can just give this. Okay. A round of applause for Ankit. Great. So, let's get back to the slides. Okay, so that's the bottom line. 93% customers are having an omni-channel pre-purchase journey. 30% businesses are offering it. That's the gap. That is a competitive advantage that you need to build. But how do you do that? Again, the key takeaways here, customers are relying heavily on hybrid channels for information. So they're searching online plus offline plus multiple channels, to figure out whether they want to buy. Buyers are becoming impatient. The purchase cycles are becoming short. So are you putting your best foot forward across all of these channels? And finally, search continues to be, one of the largest channels, where customers come in with a lot of buying intent. So are you capturing that well? Those are the key takeaways. This is what the omni-channel customer is doing. Now, what we'll move on to is, the omni-channel, journey, which is where I'm going to hand over to Prateek, to take you through how search and YouTube are doing this.
Thanks, Gaurav. Hi, everyone. So we looked at how the shopping journey is getting evolved with more and more consumers demanding an omni-channel pre-purchase experience. Now let's look at how Google is enabling this experience across its platforms. So the screens that you see on the screen, the screenshots, these are from the actual results for a generic query, which is best gold jewelry, in the order of appearance, right from the first screen. So if you see, these screenshots are segregated between two parts, the blue boxes, the green boxes. The blue boxes enable interaction with the online assets, while the green ones enable offline interaction with the store. Now here, the first screen has the product specific results, second is brand specific, while the third is store specific. And here again, there is hybrid information across the three screenshots that you see. In the first, you see a product ad that is sold online so that consumer can click there, navigate to the website and purchase the product from there. While the second one, within the first screenshot, the second highlighted in green, highlights what is the product that is available in the store, at what particular price, image, and where the store is, how far the store is. If you look at the second screenshot, again, it has the text ad with the online part, the first half, along with the location extension. The first half takes the user to the online asset, which is the website, while the second half takes the user to the offline asset, which is the digital presence for the store. And if you look at the third screenshot, so it highlights what are the stores. The first one is appearing via paid media, while the second and third ones are appearing organically. So it is an amalgamation of the online as well as offline assets, the online and offline information provided to the consumers, segregated between the product, the brand, as well as store. And here again, it is a combination of organic and inorganic part. So for example, in the third screenshot, with better infrastructure, best-in-class infrastructure, the brand has higher possibility to appear at a higher position organically, while you can leverage the AI-based solutions, paid media solutions, to boost further, to get higher visibility and to boost further traffic. Now, the blue boxes enable engagement with the online assets, which means whether the consumer clicks on the shopping ad, the text ad, the consumer lands on either the product page on the website, the generic page on the website, or the app store, depending how the campaign is set. While the green boxes take the user to a store-specific page. Now, if the consumer clicks on the store inventory ad, consumer lands on the Google-hosted storefront, which highlights what are the products available in the store, at what price, whether the products are in stock or going out of stock soon. While the store extension or the store ads or the store listing take the user to a Google business profile, which is essentially your digital presence for the store, which enables engagement for the consumers via chat, via call, or by navigating to the store. In fact, similar experience is enabled on YouTube as well, wherein a brand can showcase the location, the nearby store, the product, the inventory, along with the content that the consumer is viewing. And this experience is across industries. While we showed an example from the jewelry category, be it fashion and lifestyle, electronics, CPG, etc., a similar experience is enabled. Depending upon the query, depending upon the time of day, upon the device, and other signals, the options may vary, but Google provides an omni-channel experience to all the consumers. So we looked at how these experiences are enabled by Google so that consumers can make an informed choice, informed decision, whether to engage with the online asset or with the offline asset. Now, looking at what are the pillars that enable the brand to build these omni-channel journeys. First, Google has an omni-channel mindset or omni-channel DNA, which means that Google enables a brand to build omni-channel infrastructure, be it for the online asset, .com or app, or the store. Then Google provides AI-based media solutions so that you can target the right customers at the right moment and drive omni-channel KPIs. And finally, Google also enables you to measure the omni-channel impact of the media that a brand runs. So what are the three key pillars to build these omni-channel journeys? First, having the best-in-class infrastructure for the .com, for the app, or for the store, so that there is high visibility organically as well as via paid media. Second is leveraging AI-based media solutions to target the right customers at the right moment. And finally, ability to measure omni-channel impact. So looking at the infrastructure for the store, these are the screenshots which highlight what are the features that a store or a brand need to activate so that the stores appear at a higher position and the consumers can connect with the store. First, you need to ensure that all the business information is provided correctly, which means as a user, I can see what are the timings of the store, what are the type of products sold in the store, what are the services in the store. Second, ensuring that all the new products, new offers, etc., are updated on a regular basis, so that as a consumer, I know what are the products, what are the offers that are available in the store, and I can engage accordingly. Third, activating chat interaction, so that a consumer can actually chat with either a chatbot, which can be transferred to a live agent, wherein the catalog can be integrated, the demo booking can be integrated, and so on, depending upon the business use case. But ensuring that consumers have a channel to interact directly with the store is the third part. And finally, the most important piece is showcasing what is the inventory, what are the products that are available in the store, at what price, what is the availability, and so on, so that finally consumers can make an informed choice. Okay, this is the store that I want to go to, these are the products that I want to purchase. While all of this can be set up in a manual fashion, but you can set up API integrations as well to make it more seamlessly. In fact, we also have a robust partner ecosystem which can help you or the brands to set up this infrastructure in a very seamless manner. Once the infrastructure is set up, post that you can leverage the AI-based media solutions to target customers, to boost visibility, to get higher share of voice, and boost the traffic, both to .com as well as to the stores. And these AI-based solutions let you target consumers across surfaces. So you can provide the goals, the omni-channel KPIs, which can be a combination of online goals and offline goals, and then let the system decide which consumers to target, when to target, and so on. So you can optimize towards online, offline, as well as omni-channel goals. And this can be done across surfaces, be it YouTube, be it Maps, search, display, and so on. Finally, it is extremely important to measure the omni-channel impact that the media is driving. So whenever a consumer clicks on the ad, there is a high possibility that the consumer walks into the store to purchase a product. In fact, in a number of categories, we see that majority of purchases continue to happen offline. Hence, it's extremely important for a brand to see what is the omni-channel impact, which is online plus offline impact of the media that they are running. What is the omni-channel ROI, so that they can strategize, so that they can align the budget, so that they can plan accordingly. And on top of this, they can optimize as well towards the omni-channel KPIs. Here again, there is an integration that is required between the offline sales that are happening with Google Ads system in a hashed and a privacy-safe environment, so that the system can start optimizing towards the omni-channel goals. In fact, we have case studies across industries, be it fashion and lifestyle, auto, electronics, CPG, and so on, wherein brands have partnered with Google on some of these solutions to drive omni-channel impact. For example, if you look at Samsung, Shoppers Stop, they started measuring omni-channel sales, online plus offline sales that they are achieving, and started optimizing towards the same. As a result, they were able to drive much better ROI, omni-channel ROI, at a higher average order value or basket size, and that too at a lower cost per acquisition. Similarly, Pantaloons, which had a KPI of driving online sales from their .com, they were able to leverage the AI-based media solution to drive online conversions from their platform, targeting consumers across surfaces. And similarly, in the auto industry, wherein they were able to digitize their dealers and drive online leads for the dealers. So we looked at how the omni-channel journeys are enabled by Google to provide hybrid experience to the consumers who can make an informed choice, and what are some of the basic tools which help the brands to enable these omni-channel journeys. I'll hand it over back to Gaurav to talk about some of the innovations.
One question for you. How is the measurement happening? In the previous slide, how is the measurement happening?
Okay, so here online conversions can be tracked directly from the website or the app. The online conversions can be tracked directly from the website or the app, while for the offline conversions, the offline sales data need to be integrated into Google Ads system, which is done in a hashed and a privacy-safe environment. Once that is integrated, our system is able to identify, okay, what are the customers who engage with the ads and then fall in that list. That means they purchase from the store. Yeah.
This is pretty old features. I mean, we can import the offline conversion from the, so what is new in this?
I mean, do you have something that which we don't know apart from Google?
Yeah, exactly.
No, so just to expand, this is not just about Google Analytics. See, what this does is that once you start giving the signal as to what is selling inside the store, right? Then Google is able to figure out that this is selling online. This customer is likely to buy online. This customer is likely to sell to buy offline, right? Then even from an activation point of view, you can do omni bidding, right? Where you can set up your omni bidding goal. That okay, my conversion event is not just online conversion. I will give 50% weightage to offline conversion, 50% weightage to online conversion, and then the Google algo or the AI can then sort of talk to the customer or show the ads accordingly, so that wherever the likelihood of conversion is the highest, that's one. And also it helps you measure it at the back. So, we work with a lot of customers across retail, BFSI, where again there's online, offline conversion, and they are able to say that, okay, when I ran a .com campaign, it gave me 3% conversion online, but actually 20% conversion offline, because those customers walked into my store and bought. So when I spent money, or when I invested into ads, this is what I got. It was not just 3%, but it was 23%. So, and in fact, because the customers walked into the store, they're likely to buy for more. So the return becomes even higher. Yeah. So we've seen that the customers, once you set up this infrastructure and run media plus measure in an omni-channel manner, you are likely to drive better outcomes. What we'll also talk about is some of the innovations that are happening to make this journey even better and even more seamless. This is on the left is what you see, the shopping experience today, where the images are small, it is a mixed bag, it is not an endless aisle, and this is where we are going to, or we are live today, for the fashion category. So think of it as a marketplace of marketplaces, where you can type a generic query like buy white shirt or whatever, and you will start seeing more visual, and it will become almost like an endless aisle. So this is where your discovery can start across platforms. And we are keeping in mind the category nuances. So I don't know if it's visible at the back, but if somebody is looking to buy apparel, you can search for the type of the article, so mini, midi, maxi. You can search for gender, men's, women's, ladies, and you can search for fabric. So those are the kind of filters that it's giving you to make your buying experience far more contextual. This is so this is what's happening on search. We are seeing similar innovations coming in on YouTube, where we're letting the customers run live commerce, showcase products, do a lot of tutorials, so it becomes organic plus inorganic. The idea is that how do you make that discovery to purchase process and purchase on your platform, on your .com, your store? How do you shorten that journey and make that purchase more seamless? Moving on to omni-channel org. So we've seen the customer, we've seen the journey so far, but none of this is going to be possible if the companies also start thinking of themselves as an omni-channel organization. What does that mean? I'll bulk the first two, which is talent teams, organizations plus planning and budgeting. Today, when we go talk to companies, we end up seeing organizations which are split up, online and offline. They would hire people, with those skills. They would also set up targets accordingly. Now, you set up that incentive and you will see that channel scale. But organizations which end up consolidating this, at one level, where where there's a omni head who doesn't care whether the goods sell online or offline, that's where you start seeing the maximum amount of impact. So that's one. Point number 3, customer-centric marketing. I just talked about that right now, which is don't set up a campaign which is just for online conversion. It should be for online conversion plus offline conversion wherever the customer wants to buy. Once you leave that choice to the customer, then your conversion cycles become a lot better. And then finally, data and insights. You are omni at heart. You are setting up omni campaigns, but are you also measuring in an omni manner? Because that's where you will really start seeing the value of your campaigns coming through. So closing thoughts from us. Number 1, the customers have gone omni-channel. 93% customers have gone omni-channel. Have your organizations done that? If not, then you're going to be missing out. That's one. Second, the shopping journey is extremely complex. How do you provide that omni-channel experience, especially using this Google toolkit, which makes it extremely simple for you, so that discovery to purchase cycle remains seamless. Store is important. Stores or your website, they are your crown jewels. That's where you want to sell. But remember that before the customer gets there, a finger fall happens before that, where the customer's starting their journey. Make sure that you give that the right kind of time and attention so that you put your best foot forward and you have a better likelihood of getting the customer into your stores. And then finally, there is a lot of scale and intent on Google. You need to find ways of capturing that, both organically, because that's where the proposition starts, and also, you can get that higher share of voice with the help of ads. That's it from us. We've got a minute and a half if there are any questions. We got some in the middle, but are there any other questions? Yes.
So my question is, how this is happening in the mass? Let's suppose there are many players where they have good presence on online and offline, and that user are very frequently switching, seeing the products online and buying offline, correct? So importing all this thing, the data in interface, it's very manual effort,
Yes.
correct? How it is happening automatically in your system?
So we are actually giving the customers, because we don't make the product for either an enterprise or for an SMB. The product's for everyone. So we have also given both the options. If you do not have the tech bandwidth, to integrate, you can do manual uploads. If you have the tech bandwidth to integrate and there are partners who we've enabled who have API accesses and you can get them as well and the documentation is clear, with that help, you can also do API integrations and the data uploads can be automatic. So, what Shirish talked about earlier, where he said that there are POS players, who are integrating into the protocol. Similarly, those POS players are putting that data on that protocol, right, on the ONDC protocol. So similarly, these APIs are available. They can hook up to the POS and they can get that data. And suddenly, your ability to talk to the customer who's also likely to buy in the store, but starts the journey online, that gets multiplied. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So you showed us the UI for the shopping section onto Google search, but how many people are actually moving towards that shopping tab within the Google search when they're searching for?
Great question. So we noticed that people were starting with search and a smaller proportion of them were actually going to shopping, which is where we made the change starting with fashion and lifestyle, where the algo will figure out the commercial intent of the query. And basis that, whatever was earlier visible in the shopping tab is now visible in the search tab directly. And you would start seeing that happening across more and more commercial categories. So we were starting that with fashion, and you will start seeing that with electronics next, and then a bunch of other features in electronics, and then it'll expand to other categories.
Will that be for organic results as well, or only?
Yes. So the search screen is going to be a combination of organic listings, both from a product point of view, website, app, as well as content. And on top of that, some features there, would give you options to capture or share a voice with the help of ads. So you can do both. But to capture that infrastructure work at the back, the Google Business Profile, Merchant Center, if you get that right in an automated manner, it makes your life a lot easier. Great. Thank you so much. You've been a great audience.